Yeah, g'day. Hope we're all doing well. Welcome to another episode of Stringybark Podcasting. Thanks for joining me once again. I hope you're enjoying the content, and I appreciate all your support, all your likes and shares, and encouragement. It means a lot. So I appreciate that, and it keeps me going. So just a quick episode because, like I've been saying for a while, I've been finishing pretty late. So by the time I kind of have dinner and do me thing, you know what I mean, and spend a bit of time with my kids before they go to bed, which they're all asleep now. And Mrs. is kind of knocked out as well. So yeah, being out here in the bush, they're pretty long days and busy days. Kids around the farm, chores and whatever, school and work, and yeah, it doesn't end as I'm sure you are all aware. So yeah, all we can do is just keep powering on and do the best we can at the end of the day. Just a bit of news in Queensland quickly. There's a fair bit of rain going in at the moment in and around central Queensland, to all up north as well, North Queensland, and even the bottom half of the territory. Apparently, it's been raining there for over a week now, and some serious downpours. Not good, you know what I mean? So bits and pieces of big rain on and off's good, but not torrential rain over days and week, and then into 2 weeks is getting bad. Yeah, the dams are starting to expand a bit from all the weight of the water, and I think up north a couple of the local dams, North Queensland way, Cloncurry, they were looking to blow, so they had to evacuate a few people, and that was a few days ago. So let's hope they're all doing all right, and send out all their prayers and support the locals and all the emergency crews as well. So take care. Just a bit of national news. One Nation, Pauline Hanson's got the other parties freaking out a little bit, hasn't she? They're all starting to talk the talk now. So they're starting to drop all their useless policies that they've been inflicting on us citizens over the years, and even heard Liberals today as well, kind of getting asked some serious questions from the media in regards to the flag, Australia Day, Anzac Day, all questions that we already should know the answer, and we shouldn't have even been talking that rubbish. But anyway, you know what it was like. So that's good to see. One Nation's putting the pressure on the other parties to be more for the citizen of Australia and get back to common sense policies, which is good to hear. So let's keep the pressure up. And I believe Pauline's pretty much running in every state now, at the federal level, at the state level as well. And she's getting a lot of people out now and getting a fair bit of candidates, which is good to see. And let's hope the People's First Party, Gerard Rennick, gets a few more candidates as well and gets gets a bit more of the limelight and the media attention as well, because he's another great bloke. And being a fellow Queenslander, I've got a lot of time for him. Yeah, businessman, family man, Australian, and he just seems like a good bloke that would implement the right changes that would definitely be helping Australia. He's got all the right ideas, that's for sure. And he's getting around a fair bit as well, so it's good to see other podcasters having him on. The other thing with the Australian politics, for example, is the net teal zeros that are in Melbourne and all the cities, New South Wales, Queensland, with all the left-leaning ideology politics, which are destroying our great country. You only need to have a look at what the radical left have been doing over the years, shutting down all our industries and telling us citizens that the country's going to be going green and that they're going to be getting rid of all the coal, oil, gas, and every other mineral that gives Australia prosperity to keep us a function in society now and into the future. So they're just a few ideologies. They've infiltrated everything, the buggers. They've even infiltrated our political system. They've infiltrated our institutions, schools, unis. They've even gotten into the good environmental movements. They've hijacked those. The Aboriginal movement as well, they seem to hijack them. Yeah, any other foreign conflict, they seem to jump on board with that. So I just wish they showed the passion and determination and grit that they do for all these other issues and policies and countries that they did for Australia and my fellow Australians. So yeah, there's no way I'm buying an electric vehicle. I don't know what they're talking about. You see the odd one out here and there, but they're few and far between. So And as for getting our great trucking industry to go that way as well, there's no common sense in that at all. There's no foresight there's no way these heavy vehicles towing those massive loads with multiple trailers for thousands of kilometres around Australia, got electric vehicle batteries, supercharged batteries, I don't know. There's no way that's happening. So it was a silly idea to begin with. And once again, it's just another ideology of the radical left that's trying to destroy all Western nations and their prosperity, stop us from producing and manufacturing, moving forward with new technologies and etc. So that's topic number two that we talk about at Stringybark Podcasting is the radical left, diabolical to our way of life in the Western society. Australian news, I thought I might just have a yarn about the USA-Iran schmozzle that's going on at the moment with Trump and sending more military assets over there. It's day 4 of 10. Trump gave him a 10-day warning 6 days ago. So it's day 4 now. And apparently it's getting pretty hot because I heard on the news today that the Australian government and the Australian officials have issued a warning to countries in the Middle East like UAE, Iran, Kuwait, and a few other Middle Eastern countries, pretty much to give you can get out of there, kind of grab your family and hightail it out. That's pretty serious. So hopefully all my fellow Aussies, if they are over there, they can get out of there real quick. And let's hope everything's going all right for them. The Iran national news is broadcasting kind of a brace for a war message to its citizens. So I reckon if they're getting asked to prepare and bunker down and also evacuate if possible with kids and whatever, yeah, it's getting serious. Yeah, I've been saying this for a few weeks, so let's see what happens in the next few days. But yeah, Trump likes a surprise attack, so it could be any day. It could be some kind of bomb or some kind of missile attack or airstrike. Yeah, we're not too sure, but Iran's not heeding the warning. They're not signing no deals, and they're not handing over what Trump wants. So let's hope that they've got 4 days to sign the deal. Iran's last chance, because we kind of knew this was going to come quick because America and Trump have got the midterms coming up towards the end of the year. So they don't want any bad media coverage or any wars, attacks, any bad publicity going on, because we all know what's going to happen if the Republicans and lose the House and lose the midterms. It's not a good scenario for Trump and the Republicans and the conservative movement in America, and we need that momentum moving in America, which keeps it moving in our great Western countries like Australia. We have a strong America. We have a strong Western society. We have a weak, pissant, lefty ideology, crazy, diabolical madhouse. It's what we've been seeing over the last 10, 15 years. And my fellow citizen in the West, in Australia, yeah, we've had enough. And I think they're picking that up now. And I think so, yeah, they're also waking up to the fact as well. So we did a bit of research over the years because, like I said in a few other episodes, we've kind of been doing this since 2016 when Trump was running for president in 2016. We had True Blue News Australia, which ran for 4 years all the way up until the 2020 election when it was rigged and all that crazy censorship shut down, surveillance, getting 30-day bans every 2 days. You get on there for 6 hours, you cop a 30-day ban. You try and open up accounts, new emails, all that. And anyway, yeah, lost me True Blue News Australia Facebook pages and Twitter, and I had a website as well that went shut down as well. So like we were saying back then with this kind of I don't really talk about it too much because yeah, it censors the channel a little bit, but kind of like a multipolar world order, Heritage Foundation, all these humans that were alive who were in high and powerful positions, Kissinger, Nixon, whoever, starting up certain foundations and heritage groups and whatever with bankers, and you know what I mean. So they were pushing the world towards a certain way, certain world order, kind of like a regional kind of area. America over here, Europe over here, wherever, Russia, whatever. Indo-Pacific Australia, looking down was China. And we don't want no communism, CBDC, CCP rubbish. So, we're for freedoms in the West here, man. Come on, like, you just need to look around the world, mate. So, you just need to look around the world, mate, at other Western nations. Europe, England, Britain, was America heading that way? Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, Scotland, all turn the news on nowadays. They're even showing it to you. So that's not even any of the deep diving that we all do. Just a few examples on why I'm saying this is just a few things that you could look up yourself. Would be the BRICS nations, you get the Belt and Road, the Agenda 2030. Is that why they were trying to turn Australia into the Republic? And is that why they've been putting so much pressure on the Crown and the colony and I don't bring up race much at all, but, because I'm for Australia first, I'm for me Australian born citizens, and I'm for me Aboriginal Australians as well, who were also native to this land as well, as much as the English European who was brought here on chains as a convict and told to settle here, who ended up settling here and enjoying it here and had a family, and so continues on their legacy. So they're the two, okay? So that's what I believe our flag represents. I'm all for the immigration aspect, like a lot of people are saying, and I'm not the only person. So you can't single me out on saying it, but it's immigration with assimilation into the country you're kind of immigrating into, because otherwise you'll be turning into the country that you were fleeing from. And we want to keep Australia Australia, and we want to keep Australia great. We don't want to make Australia into a third world communist shithole. Okay, Australia doesn't deserve that, from the past it's had and the hard work that's gotten it to where it is, from all Australians who have committed to the idea of Australian society. That's what makes this country great, and it shouldn't be taken the piss out of, and it shouldn't be pissed up the wall either. And it's going on too long now. So before it goes full belly up, before the ship sinks, we won't abandon the ship. We got to knock this on the head, and we got to get Australia back on track. And like, that's exactly what Trump's saying. It's exactly what other conservative leaders are starting to say around the world. So we need to jump on board with them and support them. And that's why I'm bringing out my podcast again. And I'm hoping that it helps my fellow Australians, but not only, it helps all Westerners around the world. Doesn't matter who you are. So, we need to fight for the prosperity of our great nations now and into the future. But yeah, check those things up that I said as well. And that's why I still believe that there was all that radical left wing ideology that had penetrated all the good movements that made Australia great. They were all infiltrated, and they were all turned around and trying to destroy Australia and Australia's culture and Australia's way of life and prosperity from all angles. I've just mentioned a few. So yeah, it's been going on too long. Now, the topic 3 that we talk here at Stringybark Podcasting is the digital ID cashless society. CBDC, UBI, cryptocurrency. If you have a look at what America's been doing, passing legislation with the Clarity Act, the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve Act, and it just seems everything that America are doing, the big hedge funds, the big bankers, even Larry Fink, all these BlackRock, State Street, all these Vanguard groups, all these the biggest 1% companies, which are based in America more so, they're all going this way. They're all getting ETFs, and they're all going this way, and they're all doing crypto stuff, and they're all having legislation made up for their own Bitcoin strategic reserves or Ethereum strategic reserves. So you only kind of need to look outside of Australia with the digital ID and the cashless society, programmable money, online currency, to see that it's coming. And it's within the next 5 or 10 years. So we have to prepare for that. It can be good and bad. I believe. A CBDC is being used in China at the moment. You can look that up. It can be used as good. It can be used for good and bad. I believe China's got a CBDC in a few of their capitals. It can be used for good, or it can be used for bad. It can be used for good as it keeps your identity safe, it keeps your money safe, keeps your assets safe. It's quick and fast payments. You don't need to fuck around and go anywhere. It can be used as bad. We all know why. The surveillance aspect, the cancellation of your money aspect, the shutting down of your business aspect, the government regulations, and just everything else that will come with the bad part of this digital CBDC beast UBI, technocratic communism, robotics. Anyway, you only just need to look around it and do some research and you'll see it all. All the tech bros talk about it, Elon Musk, Peter Thiel. You know what I mean? Just come on. So yeah, no, a bit of a yarn tonight, bit of a quick one because I think my phone might die, eh? But just a bit of a quick yarn tonight, eh? I think my phone's about to bloody die. I've been working some serious hours, and like I said before, I appreciate all the support and the comments and the messages. Even I'm planning on doing a podcast with a fella in New South Wales. Hopefully next week. I just got to set my studio up a little bit better. Obviously it's just in my shed because my house I got me 4 kids and me missus. So hope to set this little studio up a little bit better and get a bit better get a bit better quality video and voice recorder. So just bear with me and thanks for your patience, and especially because I know the first few of me episodes, because I kept having to position the microphone because I didn't know exactly where I needed to be or have it in my beard, making noises over here, making noises. But so yeah, my first ones were horrible, and I could only imagine how annoying it would be to listen to the hairy man talk and you can't understand him or hear him properly. You can't understand him or hear him properly. So yeah, thanks for hanging in there and dealing with me. But yous all have a good rest of the night and take care. It's Friday tomorrow. My mate's in Australia, but pretty sure I got to work Saturday, but half a Saturday. So I hope you get it early Friday and have a beer, have a wine. And